starting recording in 3, 2, 1. Pop! Alright. What's up? I don't know. I'm just cooling. I got nothing to say really. I just like having my microphone in my hand. Far away, close, far, close. It's weird hearing myself talk. Let me turn this up. I know I'm not talking about that. Is it up? Yeah, the thing just spiked like a mug. Alright. Yeah, welcome to, I don't know. Whatever this is. I guess it's story time. Let me start over. I'm just dawdling. And, hello! Yes, this is me. Welcome to the Duhkennboi channel. This is it's gonna be another type of video. You can hear all of that. I need to stop moving my fingers on this mic. That's my bad. It spikes on the little sound recorder. This is just gonna be like me telling a story. You know, story time. I don't know. I don't know. Let me think of a story to tell. Because I didn't plan this video, I just thought about it and I was like, why not? So this story, what do I want to tell? For most of you not most of you, for anyone who's known me from middle school, probably no one who's watching this video then, but when I went to middle school, I'd say, let's tell the story of the 7th grade. Well, 6th and 7th, because they kind of go together. So 6th grade was my first official year in Virginia being in school. Because I lived in Canada, and then North Carolina, then Pennsylvania, then finally stayed in Virginia. It was where I am now. And those are the places I moved around a lot. So in Virginia, first year of Virginia, like I went to 5th grade, I finished 5th grade in Virginia, but I started it in Pennsylvania. And that's the last place I lived before Virginia. And when I moved to Virginia, it was weird because I didn't know anybody except for my grandparents. Though they're the only reason why we came here. So we moved here for my grandparents and lived with them for like a couple months, and then we moved on to get our own house and whatnot. Yeah, but first year of middle school was chock full of stupidness. Like, the specific story I'm telling is I broke my foot in physical ed, PE, and it was the dumbest thing ever. So back in the day, I was the star. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna say I was the star. I was just one of those kids who was like athletic enough to be above average. So like, you know, people would usually want me on their team. And we were playing floor hockey. If you don't know what floor hockey is, it's basically just ice hockey, remove the ice. It's just floor. It's like a gymnasium floor, basically, with hockey pucks and no skates. You just ran. It's like field hockey, but without the field. It was gym floor. So it was that. And this was 6th grade. I was 10, 11, 12, around that age range. I don't know. Yeah. I broke my foot, not my entire foot, but I broke my heel specifically, and I don't remember the bone it was called, but I didn't realize it was broken until I kept walking on it. So what happened was we were playing the game, and I killed it that day. That day I got a goal that was like, I was on the other side of the goal, like the enemy team goal, and then I like shot it all the way across the floor into their little net thing, and and everyone was like, boy, everybody like squealed. It was crazy. And like let me turn this down, this is loud as mug. And yeah, people went crazy, and I went crazy in that game. But then one time the puck went out of bounds, and you know, being me, the overachiever, I went to go get it. And what am I even saying? So I went to go get it, and some other dude said he would go get it because, you know, he wants to show off, you know, how fast he is to go get it, come back. I didn't really care. I just wanted to go get the puck, so he kept playing so I can wreck y'all. you know? And what happened was the dumbest thing. So he went to go get the puck. I went to go get the puck. We were running basically the same speed. He goes a little bit ahead of me because I was like, okay, is he gonna go get it? Whatever. But then he tripped, so then I was gonna go help him, but I was still in the middle of like running, so I was like running, but then I stopped. Like I tried to stop, but I still had momentum, so I kept running to go help him because he fell, and then I fell over him, and I did like a little 360 in the air and slammed my foot down. I slammed my foot down on the hard gym floor. That gym floor is hard as a mug. Like, imagine like a brick, but it's not. It's basically that hard. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I slammed my foot in the ground, and everybody saw it, and it didn't think I was broken. I didn't think I was broken because we kept playing. So we kept playing. The game was over. We won clearly. How many times am I gonna say I don't know. And the bell rung, so we had to go to lunch. I had lunch after PE, which is pretty cool, you know. And I had one more class after that, and I left, so it was lit. But we were going to lunch. When we were getting dressed, I had a hard time taking off, putting on my shoe, and it was crazy because I didn't really notice that it was swollen. But when I tried to walk to the cafeteria, because the gym was like on the other side of the hall of the lunchroom, which was like right across. So as I tried to go across to the thing, I literally could not walk. I couldn't put my shoe back on. So I was like, I'm just gonna bump it. I'm just gonna walk over there with no shoe. I had my shoes in my hand, whatever. I walked over there. I couldn't walk, so I was limping. And then my friend was like, just go to the nurse, check out your foot real quick. I'm like, okay. So I go to the nurse. She says, take off your sock. I didn't take off my socks because I don't have extra pairs of socks after gym. That was just a waste of socks, really. I had gym every day, so I wasn't gonna pile through 2 pairs of socks a day. But yeah, so I went to the nurse. Just take off your sock. Took off my sock. My foot was so swollen. That didn't even look like my foot. It looks like my foot now. I wear a size 15 right now. Back then I wore like a size 11, 12. I was still a human freak at the time. Okay, leave me alone. But now I wear a size 15, and it looks like it did now. Like, I'm looking at my foot right now. It looks like it did right now. So, yeah. And, you can hear everything in the room. I don't care. No, but everything... My foot looked disgusting. So she was like, I'm gonna call the ambulance because your mom's still at work, your dad, and so I went to the ambulance picked me up. That was the first time I've been in an ambulance, and I went to the hospital, and they said your like heel bone or whatever bone specifically it is broken. I'm like, oh. Well, okay, and that's I guess that's the whole story of how I broke my foot. But the next year, the year after, so I went like 6 months, so basically the entire rest of the school year with a broken foot, and so the next year everybody knew me as a cripple guy. How ironic is it that I broke myself again, 7th grade, when I was like 13? I don't know how old I was. Wait, no, 13? That doesn't seem right. You're like 10 and you're 12, 13, around that age. So, no, what am I saying? I'm not saying anything. No, 7th grade, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. 7th grade, we were playing softball. We couldn't play baseball inside. We didn't go outside because it was raining or whatever, which made it worse. So we were inside to play softball, just like a softball with a baseball, with like a plastic baseball bat or whatever. And we were playing that, and I hit almost close to a home run. It wasn't a home run. It didn't go that far. It was a gymnasium, you know. So I was running to first base, second base, third base. As I got to third base, I was just gonna stop at third base because the dude was really close to me. I slid, and unintentionally. I was just gonna stop, but as I started trying to stop, and I felt a pop in my left my left knee. No, I'm pointing at my right knee. My left knee, and I slid on accident. I got to third base, but I slid off, and instantly, I'm talking about instantaneously, swollen. That piece swolled up so fast that like it just was ugly. It was red, and since I'm like light, yes, I am black, but I'm light. It showed red, like a deep red, like that hat. Where is it? This hat, red. That's how it was. And the funny part about that story, which is the funniest thing ever, the dude who's chasing me with the ball that he caught, he didn't catch it. It rolled on the thing and then he grabbed it and tried to chase me. The dude had the audacity. I was in pain. I don't cry when I get hurt. I just, it's the most I'll do when I get hurt. But I slid in. When I was on the floor, I slid to the bleachers were there, so I slid into the bleachers. The dude had the audacity to tag me with the little things. Like technically didn't touch the base, right? I didn't touch the base of the thing, the little ring diamond thing. So he tagged me out, like, you're out. And I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here holding my knee like Peter Griffin on the sidewalk. I'm like, and like, the dude just, and then everybody would just didn't notice me for like a full minute, and I'm sitting here like, yo, and like, then finally the gym teacher comes over and like, why aren't you getting up? I'm like, dude, my knee is messed up. Help me. So then that is at the end of the day, of course. So everyone had to go change and all that while they called the ambulance to get me out of there because I couldn't stand up. I tried to stand up like 5 times. I looked so god dang defeated. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was sad. But so I wait for the ambulance. It takes like 20 minutes for some reason, even though the ambulance is literally across the way of the school, right? You get the school, high school, like at the elementary, middle, then high school, and then the hospitals right there. I thought it'd take 10 minutes tops, to set up, get ready, all that. 20 minutes. Not saying that's unprofessional time, but I'm a 13, 12-year-old sitting on the floor with broken kneecap, whatever. So I'm sitting here like about to pass out or whatever in pain. But honestly, after like the first 10 minutes, my leg didn't hurt. I'm like, maybe I can stand up. Try to stand up. I literally squealed, like one long squeal, and I was like, nope, not happening. I'm just gonna sit here. Like when I'm stationary, it didn't hurt. Is that a jet? No. When I was stationary, it didn't hurt, but when I moved, of course, it did hurt. So I was like, let me just stay here. And so the ambulance finally gets here, and so I'm a big dude. I was a big dude then, and now I'm 6'3", about like 280, 320 pounds. I don't know. I haven't had my physical in a while, and I'm huge right now. I was big back then, big now. I'm always big Ken. What's up? No, but I was big, so they had trouble putting me on the gurney and lifting me. And I felt kind of insulted, but I'm like, at the same time, can you please hurry up because I'm broken? But they did it professionally. They got me on there, strapped me in. Then the second time I've ridden to the hospital, and finally I get the X-ray and all that, and all the results come in. And the funny part was, I broke my tibia. For those of you who don't know, thanks, Jet. Thanks, military. For those of you who don't know what tibia, it's like the little bone behind the kneecap. The little thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's one of the things that I never thought I would break until then. And I was kind of like, well, how unfortunate that I break the dumbest bone in the kneecap that has been broken. Honestly, glad I didn't break my kneecap, because apparently it would have been a lot worse if I broke my kneecap. According to the doctor or whatever. So I apparently got lucky, but not really. I still had to I had a full leg, really. Like, it was like 8th grade was a struggle because we had I didn't get out of the cast and boot until summertime, really. So I got out of that eventually in summertime. 8th grade comes around. Everybody's like, man, didn't you break your bones in 6th and 8th, 6th and 7th? And I'm like, yep, I did that. I did do that. I've broken bones before. Oh my god, I'm almost dropping my mic. I've broken bones before. Broken my left arm, right arm, almost my neck. I got hit in the head with a rake when I was 7 or 8, around those numbers, and I had to get staples. If I got bald right now, I would have a scar like right here. I think, yeah, I still feel it right here. I would have a scar, and yeah. So everybody knew me as a crippled kid, you know, even though I wasn't like retarded or anything. I'm sorry for saying retarded, but you know, special, touched, mentally challenged, whatever. But no, but I was known as the crippled kid, and it kind of stuck with me until I got to high school. Because when you go to high school, from middle school to high school, nothing carries over, except for like 1 to 2 friends that you know. Those 2 will stick, and that's it. Nothing else carries, really. And I know a lot of people. Most of the people that went to my middle school to my high school, I've graduated with. So it kind of carried over, so I knew everybody. So it didn't really, I wasn't really popular at all, you know. I was a band kid, so like it was just like nobody really knew me. Thank God. I knew everybody, but I weren't friends with them. I was acquainted with everybody, meaning I knew everyone's name, I knew their personality. I didn't bangs with it, so I didn't become friends with them. But yeah, and then 9th grade, which was my freshman year, I broke my hip crossing the street. And there's no special story about that, except for my dad was at work, my mom was at work. This is why I hate recording in Virginia. No, but I broke my hip crossing the street going home. My mom wasn't off work, my dad wasn't off work, so I waited by like a street pole. The hospital's right there. I just crossed the street from the school, and I broke my hip. And it was nothing. Nothing broke. It was a torn muscle in my hip or something like that. You don't understand how old I felt, because I thought it broke. Like, I thought it broke my hip. So I thought I was gonna have to get hip replacements or something at the age of like 14. So I waited there, and my dad eventually picked me up, and I had to be on crutches. There's nothing special you can put on your hip for a torn muscle. You just gotta stop walking. So I had crutches for a bit, and they're like, how are you crippled again? For like the 3rd time since I've known you, bro. Stop breaking. And then after that, it only lasted like 3 months, not like 3 months, like 2 months, month maybe. And after that, 10th grade and beyond, nothing really happened, nothing special really. Good friends, good times, whatever. And then I graduated. Now I'm in college. So yeah, that's a lengthy story time, but thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to this boy. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a video of me dancing with all my hats. I don't know. I was bored. I didn't feel like playing games. I'm not at class right now. I have no class today. So I was like, why don't I let me turn this down. Why don't I just, record something real quick? Because I might as well. So I did. The Destiny video, I'm gonna edit this one first. The Destiny video with my friend will be out the day after this comes out, because I'm almost done editing it. I just got to do a fine polish. This video is not gonna be really edited as much. I'm just gonna put some music and I don't know, listen to chill lo-fi beats to study with. That's what I listen to do homework or whatever. So I'm gonna put that in the background, and that's about it. I guess I'm gonna stop recording now.